Hello and welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, we will be doing a full collection declutter. These are items that I already took out of my collection, and I know people like seeing like the overview. I know I do when I watch declutters, but number one, this took place about 2 months ago because it started at the end of November into December. And two, I had to swatch half of the things on my actual lips because I primarily wanted to get rid of my lipstick collection because there were just a lot of shades that I knew for a fact I was never going to wear again, or a lot of duplicate colors, and that's primarily what I wanted to purge. There are other things in here like blushes, eyeshadow palettes, and that's all in the box behind, and that's the Sephora collection box right here. The lipsticks standing up are ones that are basically in purgatory, things that I can use but I just don't want, so those will stay. Everything laying down will go in the garbage, unfortunately, although most of these are like old or basically empty. So yeah, that is the background. I will be doing an inventory and I will be showing you all the products that are left in my collection. But yeah, these are the products that didn't make it to 2023. Let's go. So first we have this collection of butter glosses. I have the shade Madeline, I think. Yeah, Madeline. We got Praline and we got Orange Sickle. Orange Sickle is the weirdest color because it literally goes on orange but somehow turns pink. And it's the same thing with Praline over here. It is brown, but just like a lighter brown, and obviously I can see that, but like, I don't know. This was when I was looking for brown glosses. Still haven't found a good brown gloss, but I have enough lipsticks and lip liners now that I'll suffice, or it'll suffice rather. And this was when I was like first getting started in like 2020, so these are all old, and I prefer Tower 28 over these now, so bye bye. And it's the same thing with these just the tints. I got Chimichanga first, but I have Maui Wowie, Cutie Fruity, and Cherry Pickin'. Cherry Pickin' and Cutie Fruity were my two favorites. Why am I like not in frame? But yeah, these were my two favorites. Chimichanga was just more versatile because it was like straight up red. Also, ignore my nail. I'm not fixing it until I do them again. So sorry for that if you hate seeing scratched up nails. Maui Wowie was a very coral color and it was a very specific tint. But yeah, these three were everything, but they literally, like, they don't look good. I'm not gonna show it to you because they kind of look nasty, but they look kind of melted, and that's not it. And it's the same thing with this NARS lip oil. I actually do like this, and I was going to just put this in like a project pan type thing, you know, use it up. This is in the shade Orgasm, obviously, because everything has to be in that shade. I got this in a Sephora favorite set, and as you can see, there's a lot of glitter in here. The glitter now feels gritty. It didn't feel that way before, but now it does. I'll probably still do like a swatch video on all my NARS products because I had that planned before I felt that this got gritty. But yeah, forewarning, don't use this as a purse lip oil because it'll get old and gross fast. Two things that are basically done. These lip balms. This one completely fell out the tube when I got it. Like it literally fell on the floor. And this was the lip balm that was in my purse. So yeah, grody, gross. This is amazing though. It literally has SPF in it and it's super duper smooth. I like it. The only thing that's a problem is that it's very oily. So yeah, if you don't like the feeling of, let's say, sunscreen on your lips, don't get this. And then two more products that are gone to age, unfortunately. This one, like, look at it changing color. It's like yellow now, and it wasn't like that. This was the brown gloss that I said that I liked over the NYX one. This is the shade Almond, and I also got it around the same time. I was trying to finish it up, as you can see. I got down to, like, the E over here. And this is now the only Tower 28 gloss that I've never finished. Unfortunate. I was going to have a 100% streak, but I couldn't get to it fast enough, and now it's kind of nasty. Same thing with this Fenty Beauty one. I got this from my friend for my birthday in, I think, 2020 or 2021. And this is the Latte Lips Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm from Fenty. I really like this actually, but when I tried it on again, because I was like I said, testing everything on my lips to make sure it still felt right, this felt like it had chunks in it, and it didn't before. So, no. Next is Cherimoya. I actually don't know what brand this is. I got this in like a giveaway type thing. It's in my area, and this is a nice color actually. Like, it's this color in the tube but a bit lighter, and it's a really good color. But the actual liquid lipstick, once it dries down, still remains sticky, and it's supposed to be a liquid lipstick, as in like completely dry down. So yeah, don't like that. These two Halika products, if I didn't say that. This I got because it was a heart shape, and now the heart shape has now flattened. So it's not as cute anymore, but also the shade isn't that great. And I felt that way when I tried it on. It's a very orange color instead of the red that you see here. So that's why I didn't like that. And then this Holly Pop Velvet Lip Pencil. This is a more burgundy color. And honestly, I know I'm not going to use it. Like, I literally tried it on, and I think that my ColourPop lippy pencils, or lippy sticks, that's what they're called, I have a color similar to this. So I'm going to use that over this because I don't really like this all too much. Plus, nothing from Halika ever sticks as far as I can see. Like, I don't see these things being sold like months after I got them. So I feel like they're like, drop these things, discontinue it, drop these things, discontinue it. So, yeah. This is Sorbet. I got this in a NYX advent calendar years ago. Look at how grody and gross it is. Oh my god. But yeah, this is such a nice periwinkle blue. I don't even know where it says that it's Sorbet. I just know that it is. Yeah, there we go. I got this in an advent calendar. This is, I think, my oldest lipstick in my collection. And, you know, until now when I'm decluttering it. This went with my blue Fenty Mademoiselle lipstick because this would be the lighter center. I like this lipstick. I genuinely used it every single time I wanted a light blue, but now I guess I'll have to do something else, use eyeshadow or something like that, because this smells so bad. Last couple of products. This is the Milk Makeup Plushberry. Ugh, this looks nasty. But yeah, this is a lip balm. I didn't wear this one as much because it is tinted, obviously, but this is like full force tinted. Like, this is basically a lipstick. I don't know why this one is lip balm. I finished the Green Dragon one twice because I had a mini and then I got a full size. I gave away the bubbly shade, I think it was called, to my cousin. So I only kept 2 out of the 3-pack that I got. And this one I only used about halfway. I still like the magnet on it though. Good packaging. And speaking of packaging, this PDL lipstick in the shade, whatever the heck it is, that is upside down, Justice Speaks. So this already had like an indent in it when I got it, but I figured like fine. And most of my lipsticks have an indent in it because I press way too hard, so if they're soft, they'll crush. But I just, number one, don't wear this red all too often, and number two, I feel like this is old stock because I got this from Supergreat. I felt like this was a magnet one. Oh, maybe I'm remembering wrong. But anyways, I got this from Supergreat, and I don't know, I just feel like this was old stock from this brand because they never even came back. Like, other brands, when they come back, it's like they want to show the new product to a specific audience and stuff like that. Whereas this, they never came back. I don't know why. So that was like a random drop, meaning probably just trying to get rid of stock. But yeah, it's a good red actually though. I do like the shade. I don't know if I showed these yet, but these are also sample cards. I have 3 of these because I did not choose them, but they kept giving it to me. So yeah, I chose one specifically. The other 2 just came because they subbed it out for a different thing, which is useful. So it's not a bad sub, but I didn't want 2 of these, so these are going to other people. Oof. Last 2 that are completely getting rid of. Same thing like the Tower 28. This Kosas gloss is the only one that I didn't finish. I finished Jellyfish and Dip question mark because I think this is Jaws. Yeah. This I'm actually to like the middle of the W. You can see the little window right there. It's just a very pigmented gloss, and I don't like this one as much as the other 2, maybe because those are more sheer, but this is a nice red gloss. Like, it shows up red, so I like that, but I don't wear red gloss like that. Like, if I'm wearing red, I'm just gonna wear like my e.l.f. glossy stain or lip tint, whatever the heck it's called. Just essentially something that will tint my lips, so then I can take off the glossy part and it'll just be red instead of having to keep this red gloss within my lip line, you know? It's like, red lipstick's already messy enough. I don't need a red gloss. And lastly, this Winky Lux little balm. I specifically stopped using this because I didn't want it to go down to the flower, and now it's kind of hard. But my mom got this for me at Macy's. It was like $16 for this tiny little thing. She was shook. But yeah, I like it. It's cute. It looks like a little pill. Yeah, just pink. Okay. Anyways, now for the item standing up. These 2 are technically things that can go in the garbage because, yeah, no. They smell so bad. But they smelled that way when I got them. So maybe I should have returned it, but I didn't. And this one, you can see I tried using it up and I got it down halfway before I went, no, I'm good. I'm done with this. This one I did use. I just didn't use it as much as this one, I guess, because it's not going down at all. Like, I don't even see it at the top going down. But yeah, this one I used, but it smells literally like hair grease, so no. These 2 products are from the Pure Times Barbie collection. I specifically like this because of the push mechanism, but otherwise I don't really like this gloss. It's a very thick gloss. It's a good color, but like not something I'd prefer to wear. This too is a nice packaging. I love push out lipsticks like that. And this, I specifically just didn't want to use it because, like, look at it, look, but also it's like a reddish orange type shade, and while I can deal with that, it's not something I specifically go for. So yeah, this will just be in my little keepsake box with all my old lipsticks that I like. Yeah. Oops. These 2 are from the Makeup Revolution School versus Good of Evil. The School of Good and Evil. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, these come with 2 little rings on them. You can detach them and wear them. I made an entire video swatching both of these, so if you want to see it on my lips, you can go on my channel and check that out. But even though these are new and I like literally just got them, number 1, my cousin said that she wants this so she could just take it. And this one I still might use. I don't know. It's just like when I put them on my lips, they don't look all too great. So why keep them? Even though they're new, it's like I know I'm not going to use them, and then when I declutter at like the end of the year or next year, whatever the heck, I'm probably going to get rid of these, so I might as well just get rid of them now. Like, this was actually in my collection. I took it out, and that's why this declutter has been taking so long, because I was just like, I know that there's a lot of things that I just don't want, so let me stop just holding it in my collection for no reason. But yeah, these are still good. They're brand new, but I don't want to wear them. And it's the same with this. This might go back in because, I don't know, it's a lighter pink shade from Pat McGrath in the shade Omi or Oh My, but I just know that I wouldn't wear it as often as my Tom Ford Casablanca that little mini, but that's the reason why this might go back in, because this is a different pink than everything that I have. And I have tried it on, like, it's a good lightener shade, so this might go in, but again, this is in the purgatory type area. And it is the same with this mini melt one in whatever the heck shade it is, dark room. This shade is a nice purple. And honestly, I feel like I could finish that. That's so tiny. But I don't wear straight up purples like this. But again, I could. So that's why it's in purgatory and not just garbage. Then there's this MAC Chili. I specifically wanted a MAC lipstick, and I got this with my Tarte Maracuja mini when it was like 2-for-1 minis. And I got 2 things I wanted to try. This is, again, a red orange, and I don't really do well with red oranges. But as you can see here, see, like, I pressure my lipstick, so they kind of all look like that. But that PDL one looked that way when I got it, meaning before I even swatched it. So yeah, I don't know. This is nice. I like MAC. It's so cute, but I need a different color because everybody says that chili is good. That's why I got it, but it's very orange. And it's the same thing with this one. This is the shade 103 Spicy from Color Street, and this is a red orange. I thought it was an orange because I kind of wanted an actual orange lipstick, because I could do, like, you know, a brown fading to orange, a black fading to orange. I like to do like 2-tone type lips, but this is just red with orange tint. Like, oh, that's probably what I was mistaking it for. But anyways, and then these two, right? This is actually a good liquid lipstick from Melt. This is Rebound. It's a nice color, but it is a light pink, and I don't wear it too often. Again, purgatory specifically because I could wear it, and I do know that I do like it. It would just need like a lip liner. I just don't know if I'm actually going to keep it. Gotta try it out a little bit more. And it's the same thing with this. I have another lipstick that I just got from Color Street. This is the shade Cozy from Sephora collection though, and the Color Street one is literally the exact same one as this, like same color and everything, but it's more sheer. So it's more of the popsicle lips than this one. So I don't really know if I need 2 of those, you know? And this is older because I got it last Christmas. So yeah, that's why this one's in here. But otherwise I would keep the collection together because I actually do like the Sephora collection lipsticks, and they're like nice even though they're in these like paper tubes, you know? Whoosh. Okay. Almost 20 minutes of just lipstick. Amazing, ain't it? Okay, so now we're into this stuff here. Blushes. I have this ColourPop one in the shade Growth Flirt. I specifically am getting rid of this because it is quite expired. This was literally the like first blush I ever got when I ordered my first order at Ulta in 2020. Yeah. So I was using this on my eyes because I realized on my cheeks that unless I use a little bit, it's quite drastic of a pink on my skin. So I was using it on my eyes as like a matte base or cream to powder base because it's not really, you know, matte. And this is a good base for that. Like if you want to like really make your eyeshadows pop, especially if you're using pink, this is good for that. And I really like it. Like I used this as a base to a pink wing that I did on Valentine's Day when I was working, and that pink was just immaculate. So yeah, I do like this blush. I just don't think I'd ever get it again because I really like it as an eyeshadow, and I don't use my Super Shocks to where they like pan. The only one that I've ever panned is Frog, and it's literally on its last leg because I also got that with the same order in 2020. So yeah. Speaking of Super Shocks, this one in the shade Fine Pearl is dry, so I can't use it because even though I know that I could technically like wait until I buy Durline, which I'm going to do because I just need to get into the city and go to the store. I don't like the color either, so it's not worth saving because this looked different on my hand than it does on my eyes, which, you know, that's the problem. But now I know, and it's dry. So moving on. I have it forever swatched in my Super Shock swatch video, so it's not like I need it to be memorialized or whatever. These two Tower 28 blushes. This is the shade Power Hour, and this is the shade Golden Hour. This one is so nice, but it's literally the same color as the e.l.f. Putty blush in the shade Bali, and that's why I primarily didn't use this, but I did use it. Like, you can see this one's a bit more smashed up than this one, and this one is a nice orange. And I genuinely, like, if I didn't have other cream blushes that I like better than these, I would get these because these are nice colors. The only thing is that I have oily skin and they fade so fast on my skin. Like, I would need to powder it down, and even then I don't think that they would last as much, well, as long as the cream blushes that I already have. And plus, like I said, the e.l.f. Putty blush is literally the exact same shade as this one, and this is the one that I'd use more. So yeah. Another blush that doesn't last long is this one. This is the shade Dahlia, the Rose Ink blush. I got this for $3 because they were having like some crazy sale where, like, if you stacked codes, everything would be super duper cheap. So I decided to try the blush, and instead of getting it with the actual case, I just got it as a single. And I got it for $3 instead of the $18 that the refill is. This, you can see I use quite a bit. It's very emollient. And number one, this kind of sweated over the summer, which I don't really know if that's like a good thing or not, but it was like a wet spot all down here, but it dried up. So yeah, this is the only thing that I keep in this palette, so like it's not like anything contaminated or anything, so I don't really know what the heck that was. So that's one reason why I'm getting rid of it. But also I tried it on my cheeks, and again, it doesn't last as long as any other ones. And if it's a cream blush, I want it to look like a cream blush. I don't want to powder it down, because in that case, I'll just use the powder, you know? So that's one. I mean, I guess it's two. But also, 3, this is a lip and cheek type product. And on my lips, this is a nice berry red. I like this on my lips. But again, since it did all that crap over the summer, I don't want to put it on my lips. So yeah, unfortunately, it was a waste of $3, but now I've tried the formula, so if I ever want to get it again, not bad. Probably going to do a review video on this, swatching it, so I can have it for reference. But besides that, garbage. Not the case, though, because I specifically got this because it has the bull on it. Even though I'm like the year of the horse, I am a bull in, you know, American astrology, question mark. I don't know what this astrology would be, but yeah, I am a Taurus, so yeah, I had to get this. This is amazing. Anyways, this is the worst product that has ever existed. Honestly, I have not checked for them, but oh my god, who thought, yeah, we gonna make chalk? Like, who was like, this is a good idea, guys, we should make this, we should pitch it to all the people in the boardroom, and this is gonna go over well, because clearly it did somehow, and made it out to production, and made it out to the customers, and all the customers said, what? Yeah, I don't really get it. Number one, this like case thing, I don't know if I was supposed to keep it in here, but I just did because it's a mess. 2, it collects oils and just keeps it there. 3, it stinks, and it has stunk from the moment I got it. And 4, it's messy. Like, look, that's just from me taking it out of the thing. So even though it's a nice highlight, like it's actually a nice brightening highlight, I do like it as a highlight. Just put it in your regular highlighter. Just do that. Like this one, the cream highlighter in Lit. This was one of my first highlighters. That's why I'm getting rid of it, because it's kind of expired, sorta expired. But this literally is the same type of highlight, a blinding whitish sort of highlight. except this is obviously more transparent and nudish because it has more of a like tan base on it than like this being white. And I tried this on my eyes. It creased horribly like in 20 minutes. So no. Yeah, I don't see the purpose in this. This is immaculate. I would buy it again because especially now since their minis are now their full size because they just want to scam people out of their money. I would get this again, but I have found that the Saie highlighter does the exact same type of thing, so maybe I'll get that. I don't know. I'm using the Saie one right now, and it is working great. So I would get this again. Probably won't get it again. You know what I mean? This I would never touch. I would never recommend. I don't know why like, who cleared this? They need to get fired, I feel. Anyways, something good. This is the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow. I don't freaking know what it's called. It is in the shade Flirty Birdie. I don't know if it's even written on here because they don't just be putting things. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is a drop that I got from Supergreat. I only wanted the lip stain, but I fell asleep on the live. And my little sister, being as great as she is, actually redeemed both of them for me because she's like, oh, I didn't know which one you wanted. So she got them both. Yay. Clap it up for people helping. But yeah, this is a great eyeshadow. I had the shade 24 karat gold because I got it with a, like, oh, see, now it wants to be like wet. But anyways, it looked dry before. I'm not gonna trust it because it got like 2 freaking drops as sitting down like that. But I had the shade 24 karat gold, like I was saying, and that one was just like very gold. So I didn't like that. But this one is a nice shade, and I used it as like glittery type teardrops, Euphoria-esque. It's in a video. I don't know what video it is, but if you see glittery drops, that's what this is. It's very easy to come off and it doesn't get in your eyes. It also has its own stickiness, gluish type thing. So once it dries, it's like where it is. So yeah, I like this. I would get another shade. Probably I'd get their like regular liquid eyeshadows, but the glitters aren't bad either. Let's get rid of these mascaras. This is a great mascara. It's only $1 at Dollar Tree. 100% recommend. This is a horrible mascara. It's probably about $20 on Sephora full size. Do not recommend. Not much more to say about mascara. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. It's just very silicone-y. I didn't wear like foundation enough to say anything more about it. Sorry. Speaking of foundation, this is the only liquid foundation I've ever had. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Truffle somewhere. Yeah, Truffle. It's rich with red undertones. I don't know if I have red undertones. I just know that I'm very pink. And I tried to match myself correctly when I was ordering it because I ordered it online. And I think I did a decent job because it actually looks like my skin. Just like the top half of my skin and not the center of my face. But yeah, I think this is good. They don't sell the shade on Ulta though. I don't know if they should like sell this on the e.l.f. site. I have not checked, not gonna lie. I will be doing a swatch video of this so I can have this for reference for any other foundation I'll ever get, but this is 2 years old and apparently you're not supposed to keep foundation that long. So, moving on. This is the Bodyography Shadow Stylus Crayon in Cobalt. This is a blue crayon, has a little sharpener at the end so you can sharpen the tip. It is, gosh, a twist up crayon like that. Very nice eyeshadow, honestly. If this was a more natural color, I would just keep it and try to finish it like I'm doing with the Beauty Pie one, because that one's also as old as this, actually older, because that was like in my last collection. I don't know what video it was. I remember putting it in a video is essentially what I'm saying. But yeah. This one, though, is like a blue. I'm not going to be able to use a full tube of blue because, like, a little goes a long way. This is actually a good cream eyeshadow. It does crease, but I do have oily eyelids and everything creases. So it's not like working with the best terrain, you know? So I wouldn't say that it's just the product. I'd say if you have drier eyelids, just don't be surprised if it creases, even if you have drier eyelids, because it kind of doesn't write over itself. It's kind of like when you write with a Sharpie and then you go over it with another Sharpie and it erases it, except this doesn't erase it. It just makes it like streaky or something like that. So yeah, honestly, I just got a low power thing, so I don't know if that just recorded. But essentially what I'm saying is it's not bad, it's just not for me. Maybe I'd get in a different color, but this was a redeem from Supergreat and I just wanted to try it. So now some things that I bought. This is the shade Lock, and this means this is the shade Shock. This is pink, and this is like blackish purple with some glitters of blue and purple. This is a great eyeliner color. I wore this for New Year's Eve when I worked last year. I didn't work this year on New Year's Eve. Quite amazing. And this is a very vibrant pink with like, it's like some glitters in it. I'm gonna try to do this before my iPad shuts off. But yeah, look at that. Amazing. But as you can see from how stiff it is, these are dry. And again, this is a purgatory type item because I actually do like these. And the shade Beryl, even though I don't have the freaking little plastic thing on top of it like everybody said to keep, that's the only one that's still wet, which, like, that's the best shade, so good. But that's so annoying that I kept the plastic thing on these and they like dried out. What the heck was that? Like, I did everything right. Rude. But yeah, these are dry, but these are nice Jelly Much eyeshadows from ColourPop and the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I like these, but it's the same thing with the Star Wars one that I got after those. And this is Astromech. The other one that I got, whatever the heck that one's called, is like gold, well, white to gold. And this one dried up and that one didn't. Like, it's just literally whichever one they want to dry up because it doesn't even make any sense. I got them at the same time. It really doesn't make any sense. And then like with the Night Before Christmas ones, I got Beryl before I got Shock. Yeah, I got the pink after I got the black one and the neutral glittery one. So yeah, essentially they just dry out whenever they want to dry out, no matter what you do. Yeah. But this is in plain plastic packaging, which I guess this is how the Jelly Muches look, and they just went high in luxe for the Nightmare Before Christmas one. But I like the Star Wars collection. It was a good palette. I got a lipstick out of it, and that's amazing. So yeah. Besides the Jelly Much drying out, good collection. Another bodyography product is the highlighter. This is very oily. I have oily skin. It didn't work out. The color is also mad light. This is the color. It is nice from afar, but I wouldn't say this would be my everyday thing. This is clear. So it's literally just sheen and oil. So yeah, this is oily. I have oily skin. It doesn't work out all too well. This is KVD Locket Powder. This is literally the first Sephora gift. No, second Sephora gift, because the first one I ever got was Bite. But this is the first powder I ever got, and the same exact powder that it's been. I don't use powder. It is still halfway there. I got this in probably like 2018. Moving on. It's actually a good powder though. Like, it powders well. This is the shade Dreamer in the Ilia Multi-Stick. This, I genuinely was like, oh, I'm never going to freaking, like, I'm gonna finish it so quick, but look at her. I did not finish it so quick. It is very not oily, because it's not. It does dry down if you use a little bit, but I use a lot. And it's just, hello, why are you crooked? It's just very shiny and highlightery, but with a tint. I like this. I would get it again, specifically this shade. I haven't liked their color haze, but the multi-sticks feel nice. I got this in a Sephora favorite set, so I didn't choose the shade. But I actually like it. It lasted me about 2 years, and that's really good for a clean beauty product. I love their mascara, so anything else that I can try from them, I genuinely try to get anytime that is like in a set or whatever. So yeah, I like this product. Would get again. Oh, also, my mirror broke. I put this in here because I just wanted to like let y'all know the Kira Moon Work Your Magic Mirror breaks. This, oh, oh, you can see me. That's so sad. But freaking this piece right here, this also pops out constantly. And now somehow that the mirror is broken, it doesn't want to pop out, but the actual like face of the mirror constantly popped out before I broke the like handle on it. And I think it was just me like literally fanning with it that made it break, but I genuinely like, not genuinely, generally, there we go, hold the face of it like that because this pops out. So I don't know how it even broke. I was just fanning myself with it and it broke. So yeah, that broke, and it's in here because I put it in here. These are eyeliners. This Stila one in the shade, I think, a Smoky Quartz or something like that. Intense Smoky Quartz. Wow, wow. We really doing numbers out here. This is a great brown eyeliner. My friend told me this is what was recommended from our other friend. And I decided I was going to get it when it was half off, and I did. But this is 2 years old, and it goes by my eyes. And it's the same that goes for this e.l.f. one. I was going to keep this one, actually, but it is 2 years old, and it goes by my eyes. And I throw out my mascara after like 3 months, so I'm not going to keep 2-year-old eyeliners, you know? This doesn't really do much besides make little dots on your face. So unless you're trying to put back a mole, I wouldn't recommend this Freck OG. Maybe the darker one would be better for my skin, but I don't know. I don't think it works all too well. And this is amazing. It's not the Bush Tamer. This is the NYX Brow Glue, but I got the Sex Education version because I figured best time to try it because it is literally one of my favorite shows. This is a great brow glue. It's just, it gets very, very, very sticky. Like, like look at that. No. And the brush is like way too big to like control that. So I genuinely like, I can't use it all the time when I'm trying to just do like quick makeup. So then I stopped using it, and now that I tried to go back to using it, it completely stinks, and I cannot stand that smell, meaning that it is garbage time. Also, it's cloudy, and it used to be like actually clear, so that's another reason. And it's the same thing with this. This is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Cream Blush in the shade Almost Famous. I got this before everybody started talking about it, you know, flex, ha ha ha. Of course now it wants to just, you know, be connected. This stinks, but I was going to keep it because it goes on my cheeks, right? But I stopped using it. Why? Because of course now that I'm trying to show you, the cap is gonna, oh, there we go. The cap kept popping off, so I just kept having to do that, grab hold of this real tight, you know, and then it would just be a whole thing. So I was already going to get rid of it because it already stunk. Like, it's a cream product. I was going to get rid of it because clearly if it changes smells, it expires. But I was going to keep it around, and then it kept doing that. So I stopped using it. And now it's like, well, why am I keeping it around? Especially now that I have the About Face one, and that's literally orange. So I don't even need this anymore, like, color-wise. So there was no need to keep it around. So that's why. But I would get this again. This is actually a very pigmented orange. Like, this is so much orange, actually. Like, if you want an orange blush, I'd 100% recommend this. This is so good. Like, the tiniest dot goes a long way. This is like the Rare Beauty blushes. Like, do a little dot. That's it. That's all you need. Now this is the Revolution Soap Brow. Oh my, see, these products just be hard to open. This I am going to keep the brush from because that's a nice brush, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's wet, and I didn't wet it. So given that fact, this is garbage. Yeah, it was a good brow thing, but I feel like the brush did all the heavy lifting. Okay, more blushes. This I got because I was gonna do like a Dollar Tree makeup look, but I never got around to it. Also, this is not my color. I just got it because it was a blush. This literally has like fuzz in it, and I don't know if that's like from me getting a hair in there or if it's like expired, so I'm gonna get rid of this. But this is the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Coral Crush. I actually like the color. It's a very nice light pink, but it's yeah, got like fuzz in it, so don't want that. It's actually nice, sheer, thin. If yours doesn't get expired, you know, good color to get. Same thing with this NARS. Look at how grody that looks. I'm not gonna lie, I might depot it so I can just have this empty and then keep this as a little mirror. I don't know, because this is kind of getting nasty too, because apparently NARS does that. I didn't know. But yeah, I don't like that as a blush. The Orgasm and the Laguna is way too light for my skin to be a bronzer, but eyeshadows, they exist as eyeshadows. This is the Honest Beauty blush. I have the old packaging because I got this from Nordstrom Rack, and I thought I hit the jackpot finding it in there, but apparently this was because this was the old packaging and they were changing everything, meaning that this is old product and it shows. But also, it's just very sticky. And again, oily skin. Why the heck would I put more oil and stick on my face? It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I don't like the formula, but the color is everything, and I genuinely like the color. So yeah, if they just made like more of a matte version of this, this would be good. Because I heard that this is good from a YouTuber that I watch, and I wanted to get it anyway, so I was like, okay, well, that's the pushover. And, you know, it just didn't work out. This Primark blush, I was just in Primark and was like, oh, that'd be nice to get. It's not nice. It like kind of pills up. Like I've never seen a powder pill up, but somehow it pills up. And the color is just not as good as my other pink blushes. So yeah, the color's great. It's just not as good as the other ones that I constantly wear. This is the Axiology Lid to Lip Balmies, and this is the Out of Office collection. I love that white shade right there. That's a nice highlight. It's in the shade Frosting, and then we have Raspberry and Watermelon. Raspberry and Watermelon suck because they're literally like shimmery blushes, but they're in like little crayon form, so you can't really get your full cheek, and then they don't spread out nicely. It's just not good all around. But the Frosting shade, a nice pinpointed white highlight that's also kind of transparent, so it works. I like that. But this entire thing is going because number one, clean beauty and old. But number two, I don't want to just have a random crayon just rolling around. Like, you know, it has to stay in this little box, meaning I'd have to keep all of them, and I don't want those other two. They suck, and they don't work on my eyes, and they won't work on my lips because they're literally like, they come off with any type of oil. So like, imagine you eat like one thing and now your lipstick is gone, you know? So I don't like these, but I got them off of Supergreat, so I didn't pay any money for them. And now the pièce de résistance, eyeshadow or whatever. So we got a lot of depots. This is the Essence Daily Dose of Love eyeshadow palette. I got this from Supergreat. I broke this, so you know, if you're like me and think that this folds all the way back, it doesn't. But yeah, this is a eco-friendly paper palette. I like all of these matte shades, all of these, and this shimmer, and this shimmer. These three can go, meaning I will depot all of these, and that is what she wrote. Yeah, this is kind of like a dupe for the Natasha Denona Love palette, and that's why I keep it around, because I don't have to buy that if I have these, because I know for a fact that I think that this looks like that. Like, nobody told me it was a dupe. I think that, meaning that in my mind, I'm going, I already had the Natasha Denona Love palette, the mini Love at least, so I don't need it. So if it's keeping me away from getting that, then good. And then especially when I depot it and put the little magnetic stickers on this, because I don't think this is magnetic, I mean, it's like in paper, then I can just arrange it in the way of the Love palette, meaning that I'll have my own mini Love palette and I won't need to like keep it this way, because I genuinely think like go like this way, and that's the point. So yeah, that's the first depot. And then the second one is the You're My Jam, or yeah, You're My Jam palette. The shade names fell on the floor because they were the plastic insert, so I don't know what any of these are called anymore. But this periwinkle shade in here is literally the most perfect like periwinkle shade I have. Everything else here sucks. Like all of these glitter shimmers, they don't do anything. So yeah, I like, it was 50 cents for a reason. I didn't buy it though, my mom bought it for me. But this shade is amazing. This is a nice blending purple. Like, I guess if I ever have purple eyeshadow I want to blend out, I could use that. So I'd maybe take these two. But my main goal was to get that one. Everything else is garbage. It literally doesn't work. Like, I tried. It doesn't. And it's the same thing with this Joey palette. I actually like everything in here. That broke. So that went everywhere and then I stopped using it. But these shimmers, they're not that good. This is amazing. This is amazing. And this is okay, but it's like, it's a matte tan. This is an amazing pink. Essentially, I'm taking most of the mattes and this one shimmer. All the other shimmers are like, meh. They don't really work all too good. This pink one is good, but it's like, I have a pink like that. But yeah, primarily Tribbiani and Dr. Drake. Those are my main goals. Everything else is like, if they survive, I guess I'll stick a sticker on them. This Morphe palette from a holiday collection. I just dug in there. I didn't hit pan. I just wanted to see how deep these went, if I could pan it, and I cannot because I don't like none of these. It looks brown, but it's red. And same thing with this shimmer. This is not just a white. This is actually like a satiny white. These are the only two actual mattes in here that I could use, and I wouldn't use them, and I know I wouldn't, even though they're very silky and nice. And this has a nice mirror. This was the Sweetness and Spice 5S, I guess. I specifically got this because I wanted to try Morphe, and it also came with a lip gloss that I still have called It's a Vibe, and a brush or two brushes and a bag. And I actually used this like a lot, but I wasn't getting anywhere with it, and now I have eyeshadows that I actually like better than this. So even though I do like these, if I can't like depot that one, maybe that one, I'm not keeping it. Like, I don't want none of this. Like, this shimmer is actually really nice, but it's just like, you're going for one specific look with that one. Like, it's not much going on with this. This is like very high glam, you're doing full face type thing, and I genuinely, why do I keep mixing up the words? I generally don't do that. But it's a nice mirror in here. Next is the NYX Off Tropic. This I actually like. Like, I like NYX eyeshadows. I just don't use these. I don't like these shimmers. Like, well, not this one. This one's good. But this one, and this one, they're not as good as the ones that I tried for my holiday thing. I like those shimmers better. They were more like sparkly than like, you know, just color satin. But the mattes in here are pigmented and they are nice. So if I can get these out, I'll take the mattes and put them with the other ones that I have from my advent calendar that I got. Specifically this red, this purple over here, this pink, and this brown. Maybe the yellow, and then maybe that shimmer. I don't know. But that's what I want to depot. And then lastly, we have from Influenster, the Maybelline Shadow Blocks. This is a purgatory item because this is something where, like, I know I can use it. And I want to make a video out of it, so at least I have it like for reference. But I only used it to review it, and then it's just been sitting there ever since. This is a nice color though. I would genuinely use this, but I know that I have another 5% warning. Oh my god, it's a good thing this is the last thing for me to do. But yeah, this I know I would use, but I wouldn't go for this to get that, you know? Like, I don't remember that I have that shade because it's this. Like, I don't reach for this. I go for like literally anything else. And then especially since I got the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox, I don't really need that shade in there. And I also now have the Baby Retro palette from Natasha Denona from the sets, actually. Yeah, like literally just got the same exact shade. So I don't need this, which is the reason why I don't need to have it here. So yeah, given the fact that I only have 5% and this is a 50-minute video apparently, I'm gonna be signing off real quick and easy. So sorry that this is just essentially me talking, but you watched it all, so you know that's kind of on you. Like, comment, subscribe. Look out for, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, look out for my inventory where I tell you all the numbers, show you all the pictures. Look out for my collection videos because I do visual inventories, so I can like show off my products like I did here and give you mini reviews about them. And you know, watch my videos if you'd like to do that. I do a lot of reviews on things, and I just talk sometimes, and it makes my voice sound like this. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.